Hello everybody, Mailman here from Goat Productions. 2 more coyotes last night, up to 26 coyotes for the year. 6 more hogs, so 32 total kills. We're just in the beginning of March. Went down, I sighted in a couple new ATN products at my hunting club. Headed out to the fields about 10:30. That's where I like to hit out at that time. Tried to strike up a few. Took me a while to get a howl response. And finally, about 11:30, I got a howl response up on top where I took the 4 hogs the other night. And I started to look with my thermal scanners. I didn't get any video. I should have videoed up there, but had about 8 to 12 deer in one particular area. And what you're looking for in long range identification is a smaller body, a smaller heat signature. And we've had 70 and 80 degree weather this week. So the field up there is, in this particular farm, is growing rapidly. So I had patches of higher weeds. And that heat signature, I would lose it for a while. There was 2 of them up there. I'd lose it for a while, then it would come back in. The deer, I never lost their heat signature. So that was a smaller animal. It was 2 coyotes up there. So I moved up. They weren't coming down to me to the howl, but I moved up there. I got along the cattle. So the cattle were down there to my left, but there was some temporary fencing up. I walked along that temporary fencing, kept the cattle right behind me. I mean, they were literally right behind me. And I moved into that area, and I put out my Icotech, and I just a little bit of coyote scrap, Icotech coyote scrap, and I would see one, then I would see the other one, and I was trying to maneuver where I could take that one shot and then hopefully get a shot at that second one like I have been doing. But it was always 1 and 1. So we're going to put a little bit of video up here. I had some good shots at 1 and 1, and I never took it because it was just a single coyote was there at the time. Well, eventually one moved off to my left in a perfect area, and I had one straight up to where I was seeing him, and I decided to take the one. It was a slam dunk, and I was going to wait on the other one. So I went over there, went over by the tree, put a nice shot on it, ran over, did a flip, and I looked for the other one, and I didn't see it at all. So I just waited there. I waited about probably half an hour, a little bit more calling and nothing. So I went over, took my pictures. I was ready to go home, but I said, I'm going to try and stalk up onto the top of that ridge, top of the hill, and I could see a lot better up there. So I'm making my way up there, and I ran into a couple deer again. So I stopped because of the deer, and I'll tell you, I was sitting there with my thermal scanner, just checking the field out, and I looked to my left, and I seen the back end of something just kind of moving a little bit, almost as if it was a hog digging, or what it turned out to be was a coyote with a part of a pig there, rolling and laying in it, rolling on it. Then the hind end would come back up. At some points, it looked like actually a hog rooting. So I waited there a little bit, and when I could finally tell what it was a coyote. What I did is I lip squeaked a little bit, it stuck its head up, and boom, I dropped that second one up there that had moved off. It did not go off a far way. Went over there, and there was a piece of the hog laying on the ground. We'll throw a picture up here. It was just over there rolling on it, whatever they do to what they're eating, and we took 2 out. So I seen 2 from about 850 yards away. Moved in, just did a little bit of intermittent calling, and I was able to drop both of them, get out of there, get home for the night, and raise my numbers. So just a little bit of a different hunt. Actually seen these ones up there, then I moved in to call. Pretty easy deal, much more coming. We are going to get back up there in the 100 and 120s this year, as we are on a great pace. Football is over for right now, and we are on the coyotes right now. We're going to get on the hogs later. Thanks for watching.